السلام عليكم ورحمة الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري وأشركه في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا. وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم. ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير. Even in this prayer, well, not a prayer, a verse, but the prayer of example given in the story of Moses, it is an example for me. For example, say, please give me or enable me to express myself in a much better way so I can't. So give me help from my brother. It means close friend that we can understand each other and having some sort of background, common background. Why? لنذكرك كثيرا لنشكرك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا. In order to thank you more, a lot actually, كثير. And in order to remember you. But remembrance in the Quran used for the Quran itself is the name as a reminder. And remembering God, for example, if someone says, when I fast, I remember God. No, it is not. It must be based on your understanding of yourself and your understanding of the world. So your social life, the connection with the other people, always remember that, look, I am going to be in contact with my Creator in order to perform my position and his position and the relationship between me and him. Relationship. So remembrance, that dhikr, of course, depending on which form of the word dhikr is used in the Quran, either reminder or remembering or bearing in mind. So if you, maybe it's better to say, to bear in mind that in every aspect of my life, you are my, if you like, ma'bud in Arabic. You are my, no, I am a created one. You are my, the owner of my existence of everything. I acknowledge you, but nothing else can help me except you. This is why I am asking you to help me. For example, if I ask, please help me for any difficulties that I am experiencing, I'm going through, for what? That I will have a comfortable life. If you have a comfortable life or not, that is something to do with your body. There's not something to do with your real being in this world as a human being. So it doesn't really give the answer to your human side. So we always confuse the things by not making a very clear distinction between body, our body, or bodily relationship with this within this world, anything within this world, and human relationship within this world. Human relationship is intellectual concern. We will study one side is consciousness, awareness, who you are. Bodily side, it doesn't mean that we should ignore the bodily side or material side of this world. It doesn't mean that we should sleep in the park. For example, we shouldn't have any shelter, or we shouldn't wear something that covers my human needs. We are clear? No, even that side must be requested from the Creator in order to communicate with Him. You are the one, for example, when you enjoy the weather. Today it's fresh, doesn't let you sleep, so it's good. Everything is good, but today is particularly fresh, refreshing, etc. So, do you want it? Yeah, I do want it. I do want it. And I want to enjoy the creation. I don't want to suffer from cold or heat or not being comfortable in my house or in my place where I'm living, and not having a pleasant life within my family, for example. No one wants that, and we are not created to want it, to desire it, to prefer it, or to ignore them, even if you don't. No, you have to take care of it, but for what purpose? So that you will enjoy your owner's gift to you. So you will say, it's from. So, for example, if you need something bodily, let's say, typical example, if you are ill or suffering from something, or lack of finance, so that you cannot really provide what you really need in the conditions of this world, not intellectual one. They don't need money. So intellectual one just is somebody's consciousness, using his brain, questioning, getting answer, etc. So if we are concerned with our body, physical, they call it physical need, yes, we are created in this way so that we can communicate with the rest of the world so that it will satisfy us. When we are satisfied with what is expected of the satisfaction after you receive the satisfaction. Why are you satisfied? Why are you created? Why am I created to satisfy myself? Why? No, I am in need of satisfaction. Yeah, do you want to have something not functioning well and which is causing always trouble, for example? I don't want. I don't think you want as well. So you want something fully satisfied as far as the conditions of this universe allow us. So what do you want? Alaikum salam. MashaAllah. No, we didn't lose you one, we gained you two. MashaAllah. Hey, look at this guy. MashaAllah. Is it 7 months old? 6 months? Sorry? 11 months. MashaAllah. So, alaykum salam, ya Sheikh. Come, I want to see your face. So, hey, welcome, man. So, can we add your name on my listserv? Yeah, he's our not official, but one of our friends. We don't have them. Alaykum salam. Come. So always say that we shouldn't forget this word as well, akhirat as well. This is it is a Quranic description actually, or distinction between hayat al-dunya and hayat al-akhirah. Yeah, it looks like there are two events, but the Quran speaks on a very, very general understanding capacity of the public, human beings. So, Quran says, be careful, you may fall into this, that you love كلا بل تحبون العلم. The immediate one, how do you say that? Not the akhirah. Sorry. No. Don't confuse by saying anything. What if you are sure? Which one? عاجلة وتذرون الآخرة. So immediate benefit, you love it, but how do you say? Maybe not. وتذرون الآخرة. Leave it, postpone it, leave it, delay it always. The akhirah, eternal life. Why is he saying this? Why is the Quran saying this? Because the akhirah, the end of your actions, akhir, end of your actions. It means result of your actions. I'm doing this, but for what? If you like, end of your action, whatever, akhirah, we understand another creation, not really related to this creation or connected to this creation. So if it is not connected to this creation, what am I going to do with it? It must be related. So, for example, I am going to live in this world in such a way that as a result, now, for example, like the interaction between you and me or any authority or something, I will give some money. As a result, he is going to give me a pair of socks, for example. That is human relationship. But between me and my creator, we cannot really do this kind of transaction. I will do something for him so that he will do something for me. No, the Quran is for me altogether. So akhirah is for me, the word is for me, but the akhirah, if the akhirah is the result of my life in this world, in a completely different creation, I don't know. It is disconnected. When it is disconnected, that is what we are doing. We become separated from this world. We separate. I mean, we start living in two worlds. One of them is completely beyond my experience. Yeah, I'm speaking to you. Completely beyond my experience. I don't know what will happen. I have no clue of it. But the other one is my immediate benefit. That's why Quran is ajila, immediate one. Akhirah, forget about the rest. The later on. It means akhir that is the most misunderstood word, I believe. Akhir, akhirah. Most misunderstood. For example, it is another creation, correct? I don't agree, I don't disagree. That's correct. For example, when you do an action to what is his name? Somebody.
Shakur.
Shakur. Yeah. Ah, yeah, I remember. He told me this. For example, when you help for Shakur without spoiling it, just what he needs in material or in also non-material way, for example, compassion, in interest, attention in this age. So pay it. Is he happy? Or is he happier than you are happy? Which one? Which one is much happier when you help Shakur? You or Shakur? Yeah? So, Shakur. You think Shakur? I don't think so. Disagreements are welcomed, yeah? Why? You are much more conscious of what is going on. And can you imagine, for example, he needs his attention and you don't pay attention to him. Okay? How much does he suffer? And he needs you, you don't help him. How much do you suffer? Which one? You cannot forgive yourself. I went through this being a parent. You cannot forgive yourself at all. I don't think there is an exception for that because you are a believer, you are a Muslim. No, these are just stories. No, just a human being. So when you help him, that is ajil. What is immediate? What is akhirah? The pleasure is given to you. So your human capacity, come man, come. I'll show you to our friends. Come. So the human side only experiences the pleasure, thankfulness, it means gratefulness, and uh, uh, remembers the Creator. When you experience the Akhirah, it means the result of your action. Do you understand? Immediate result of your action at the level of consciousness, awareness, and human feeling. At the level of. So the other one is you are doing something material. But of course, there is an impulse behind it. So that it is urging you. It means your human side is prompting you, continuously urging you to help him. Come, man. Yeah, the beautiful. Come, give it to me. Yeah. Okay. Not that one, man. That's enough. No, give it that one. Yeah. So it is urging you. It is not your action. It is the result of the thing put in yourself. Yeah? It means who put these qualities, human qualities of concerning the baby? It is his action, not your action. It's given to you. You cannot avoid it. So as a result of this, I would like to introduce you to our friends there. Come, come, come. So, okay. They should know you now. Look, do you understand that? The cause is the creator. Action is created by the creator. You are the agent to choose it or not to choose it. Now, people like you is expert how to do something they shouldn't. Yeah. Whatever we are afraid of, this guy is going to do this, you do it. Come. Come. Give it to me. Oh, man, come. Ah, you are being very sad. Okay. Now come back to this ajil and akhir. Immediate and how do you say delayed? Not delayed, really, postponed, but the result of akhir is the result of consequence. Exactly. The best word. Thank you. I think the best. So immediate and consequence of it. Now the reason, for example, I need a shelter. Yeah? Why? Animals, I mean, they can go anywhere and make a shelter for themselves. No, we need everything provided. Why? Because we are created in this way. So the need is given to us by our creator and freedom to choose to prefer your to fulfill your need in this way or another way, etc., is left to you. When you attempt it, it is created by him. The consequence of correct consequence of the action is created by him, but the consequence of the action, forget about it. Well, we can destroy, we can clean it. Okay. Right into the mouth. Asking for permission. Okay. Consequence of the action is created by him again. Can you create the pleasure within yourself? Can you create the pleasure within yourself? Can you? It is created to you. Look, the creation side of everything is from him, but the result of this creation that you feel pleasure, enjoyment, is a reward for you, immediately paid now. So there will be another creation, extension of it, and also at the most perfect level is, okay, I expect that, but do I have to experience it? If I experience the traces of this pleasure, do I experience? I know that it is created as a result of my action. The pleasure is created by the one who creates everything. So I am very happy with it. That's why this verse narrated or in the story of Moses, the Moses prayed in this way. It means you are like this, teaching me who I am and what I am. He said, you are like this. So when I am created in this way, I say, I am doing, asking you for help, asking for help from you in order to be grateful to you and acknowledge you. Yeah, acknowledge you. That's why I'm asking. Otherwise, not for any benefit. Please give us victory. That was used by everyone, Muslims, non-Muslims, for everyone. Please give us victory. What are you going to do with the victory? I am going to declare, let's say for the Muslims, because it is more closely related to our culture, cultural background. I am going to declare the truth to them. Oh, why do you want authority? Why do you want victory? Why do you want victory? So in order to help other people, but in order to extend your domain and your power. But if you say, please give me victory, yeah, فَانْصُرْنَا عَلَى الْقَوْمِ الْكَافِرِ, please help us against the people of Kufr. What is the people of Kufr? Not the people really, but those people who hold on to the idea of denial. It means, am I going to get victory over the people? Am I am I asking the Creator to give me victory about their roots? Why they are kafir? What does kafir mean? So against all sorts of assaults of denying ideologies. So there you gain the victory over the people who hold on to these ideologies. So not the people are not important. What they are holding on for their life, that's what makes me a believer or a kafir. Not my body. Saving my body, killing my body, doesn't mean that what makes me an denier, not because of my body, because of my ideologies, my understandings, my worldviews. And how do I explain the world? That's what makes me either believer or unbeliever. So this kind of terminology is used in the Quran at a very, very common people, so that everybody will understand according to their level. No one will be excluded when the Quran says, please help me help me against the unbelievers. What you understand, if you are a little bit careful, not an expert on the Quran, it doesn't mean that the people, but what the people depend their life, their being, on which kind of human ideologies, not the properties that I'm after, so that I will get the properties they hold, they have, and under my possession. What am I going to do with it? Is it the point? Are we really expected to live in this world to get more possession of the world? Is it the point for our human side? This kind of understandings that you can, if you really are careful, that you can, when you say فَانْصُرْنَا عَلَى الْقَوْمِ الْكَافِرِينَ, all sorts of unbelieving, denying the truth ideologies, so that I can overcome them and also other people shouldn't be influenced by it. So, for example, the very interesting verse about, I think, Noah's story. Please, God, destroy these people. I have tried my best. Even not them, but their progenies. So, because if you don't, in the Quran, if you remember, the Yara, so because if they live in this world, they will give birth, they will, their generations will spread denial. But we know that all the people followed the prophets, any prophet, they were the children of deniers. Okay, can you just make it disappear? Okay, so this area to be cleaned, all right? Yeah, make it disappear. He knows what's going on. Yeah. So chain robbers. Yeah? So look, he's coming. Oh, that's enough. He will enjoy here. Got it? So not because whatever they give birth to, it means regenerate, will be kafir for guaranteed. No. All the followers of the prophets were the children of non-believers. It's not guaranteed. Why do you think this severe prayer is taught to us through the example of a prophet, they call it, a figure, who's called in the Quran, just to identify where the story is going, so that we will pay attention to it. Noah. So through the mouth of Noah, God is speaking to me really in my own human conditions. So when you pray that, Lord, please, God, destroy these people, because their children also will be non-believers. Who guarantees that? Who guarantees it? It contradicts. The Quran says, وَلَا تَزْرُ وَازْرَةُ وِزْرَ أُخْرَى. Don't give the burden on somebody, a burden. Don't put on somebody a burden which is another's burden. Now, I don't have to be a kafir because my father is a kafir, non-believer. That's it. Is it the case? Yeah. You don't have to be. You became aware of it. So we have to understand what it really means within the context of the teachings of the Quran without contradicting the general basis of the basics of teachings of the Quran. We cannot blame somebody because of his father or mother. So what is the strange word going on there? So these people, if you understand these people as in terms of their ideas, and this idea produces, denying idea produces what? Not belief. Yeah, extension of the denial. So we have to understand that if someone is called unbeliever or hypocrite or polytheist or pagan or what else, mushrik is pagan. So pagan, not because his body, his physical being is pagan. What makes a man a believer? Because of your beautiful being? Yeah, makes you a believer because of your ears, makes you a believer. So we understand that your understanding, how you communicate with your creator in a positive way or in a denying way. I don't accept you. That makes you a believer or not. Correct? So killing you means killing your ideologies. So but in this physical world, if you try bodily to kill me, what it means? To kill my body. I have to protect my body. You have to protect your body. But when the Quran speaks, Quran doesn't speak in physical terms. We have to understand that Quran speaks in what makes a human being a human being. Yeah. When the Quran says Jews, Christians, Sabians, whatever they are, doesn't matter who they are. I don't care. And they did this. What does it mean? Because of this preference that they performed, they became Jew. All readers of the Quran don't prefer what they prefer. So you become, as an bad guy in the scenario, good guy, bad guy. Prophets are good guy. They call prophets. Okay, I haven't seen them, but doesn't matter. And the opposing people are represented bad guys. So through the good guy and bad guy, what do we learn? For example, in a film or scenario or script of the film, there is a bad guy. And who's called? Harry. Okay. Do you go and find the Harry to kill? Huh? It's a scenario. Harry represents what? The bad actions, bad thoughts, bad ideology, bad preference, misuse of your human side, your feelings, your understanding. So what do? You don't look for Harry to kill. What do you do? No. This is a scenario presented to me. Most people dislike this approach of reading the Quran. I don't care. It satisfies me. And really, I say I confirm this idea. Yeah. So what do you do? What Harry represents in the scenario of the Quran that I shouldn't be. Got it? You're puzzled. But you are clever enough. Use your brain. That is how we should read the Quran. That is how we communicate with this world. From the immediate side of the interaction that we have with material, physical world, we should never ignore the consequence of this immediate interaction. That's what the Quran is teaching. كَلَّا بَلْ تُحِبُّونَ الْعَاجِلَةَ وَتَذَرُونَ الْآخِرَةَ. Otherwise, no, I have to leave this world and, I don't know, wait for the next one. And what is it? So I interpret it. The next one is in terms of what? Preparing myself for the next world. What? Preparing myself for the next world. How do we understand generally? Praying, fasting. Not intellectual connection through the material physical world, so that the conclusion will be my human satisfaction or human suffering. Human satisfaction or human suffering. You got it? so that they will give you something. If they don't see you behind, they would ignore you. They wouldn't see you. They wouldn't give you. I think in the morning we need a piece or two. You are free, to have two. So I'm really excited about these points that when you read the Quran, bearing in mind all these things, this, how to read the Quran, it really satisfies you. You see nothing contradicting to your human feelings, to your physical needs as well. It is open. But the physical world, this world is created, everybody agrees on this. This world is created in order to gain the next world. All right? Correct? It's not wrong. But the question is, what is next world? It doesn't mean there is no eternal life or another type of creation. No, when you look, we have a meaningful relationship, satisfactory relationship with this world, you understand that the Creator is absolute. And if He has given you a need for an absolute satisfaction in every aspect, do you feel that the Creator is cheating you? He's not going to give it to you. Eternal satisfaction at the perfect level. He can, because you understand that He can. If you understand that He cannot, there's a problem. But our problem is not that we don't understand that He cannot fulfill His promise. He cannot fulfill His promise. Our problem is we understand the Quran. He can promise, He can fulfill His promise, but this promise has no sign in this world. So that I will be fully satisfied, definitely, as He is doing here. Because if you look at the Quran, how the Quran presents resurrection, how the Quran presents the eschatology of this world, the end of this world. How the Quran presents this action. Now here it is. That's yours, friend. Would you like to see? This is our new friend. So better to know, get to know. Thank you. Thank you. Did you see yourself here? Look, who is he? Who is he? Want to touch here, not here. Who is he? You don't know yourself. First, you better know yourself. Yeah. That is important, man. Okay, thank you. He got it. That he's not alone. That is the best. Okay. Yep. Shall I give you something? Don't have any book or anything. Do you have any book? I see. Empty? Full? Okay. That is how you are created, man. Okay, look. Put it there. This way, does it matter? Okay. This way. I really enjoy this approach when I read the Quran. I don't feel any doubt at all. I feel secure in my conclusions. Okay. You are the favorite banana Diane. Go. It is not our main topic that we are supposed to read. Because I have been busy with a person who is trying to help the young people. And my mind is full that this separation and excluding the akhirah, the consequence of our physical actions, in this world was the main problem for this person. I said, yes, he is a very hardworking man, very knowledgeable one. Really, I cannot compare my knowledge with him. But methodologically, he is completely lost. When he claims that we have to follow the Quran. Well, that's not the way to help youth. The problem of youth, today's youth is, okay. Yeah? Okay. Shall we go? Is the matter clear? The immediate consequence of immediate. Acil, immediate one is acil means immediate. Acil. Akhir, consequence of it. But if you say akhir, another type of creation which will come, if I don't experience it here, what's the point? I cannot confirm if I don't experience it. I cannot confirm. If I not confirm something, how can I believe in it? But we say, but I believe in the akhirah. On which base? On which base we believe in that? Huh? We are Muslims. We always say this is knowledge. You heard that Muslims believe in the akhirah, and I belong to this community. So, as a member of this community, I also confirm what they say. You understand? Okay, what shall we do now with this guy? Okay, we understood that this is a forbidden zone here. Does it, maybe it stops the broadcasting, or
the right button.
yes, yeah. Okay. Now that my mind was busy with this problem yesterday, almost all day. Although I was busy physically, but my mind wasn't there at all. That's why I was missing and forgot. I forgot something that I had. I couldn't find. My mind wasn't there. Although I was doing some physical activities, so couldn't find it. Disappeared. Definitely, I must have left it somewhere that I'm not aware. Oops, come. Well, but you are not created to sit and stay fixed, stable, impossible. So it is not really for three. Okay, who's going to read from the place that we read? Okay, who's volunteer? Who will volunteer? Yeah. Okay. I think you are looking around if there is an other option so that you will take over. So you know where we left, huh? Okay.
So we're on part 36 of the Book of Creation. We're reading from the Seedbed of the Light. We're on page 15 for us. and we will begin the second bullet point. 4 ways lead to the throne of perfection. Knowledge of God. That of the Sufis, theologians, philosophers, and the Quran.
You have it? Okay. So good. So we should understand that we are not studying what Sufis are, what theologians are, what philosophers are, but maybe what the Quran is, right? We are not studying what the Quran is because, first of all, we don't have enough knowledge. It's not our purpose to learn who Sufis are. None of my business. And theology, it may be my business if I see any idea represented by them so that benefit me, but I don't know. I don't know fully who are they, and also their ideologies. I don't know. I admit that. And theology is not really reading here and there a few books or something. It doesn't make you a specialist to speak on theology. Theologians and philosophers also impossible. So huge subject. And the Quran. Also, no one can claim that I really know the Quran. Everything is there. But what we are emphasizing on here, rather than knowing what the Quran is, we are emphasizing on the methodology of understanding the Quran, not in the best way, but at least a step, a step ahead from a very common approach to the Quran. A step ahead. Okay. So what we are interested in, the point of this sentence is, there are other ways of reaching the knowledge of God. So different methods can be applied to reach the knowledge of God. Don't exclude the other methods. You may not know, but if you think that you have a method for yourself, and there are other people who present you something better, open to it. Open to it. Benefit from it, even partially. For example, let's say you have 10 fundamental principles in understanding the Quran or reaching the knowledge of God. Okay, and you realize that something right or wrong, whatever, but in the philosophers, for example, in the way the philosophers follow, something interesting. 90% of what they say may be wrong, but you understand that 10% what they say is right. What would you do? They are philosophers. Reject the right part, 10% part. Notice the 10% part which reaches the knowledge of God, benefit from it, it was open to it. If you can learn it, if you hear it, benefit from it. Don't say that these are the ideas of the philosophers and completely to be rejected. That's what I understood from this sentence. Be open. If someone says, but it doesn't mean that rather than studying the methodology that the Quran needs to be studied, we have to leave this area and go into let's say, Sufi tradition and theologians spend all our life there. But if you have a clue that I think about this side that they are following, side of what they are doing, seem to be human. We need it. So take it, apply it to yourself, because they have something, some truth in it, in order to reach the knowledge of God. Do we understand? Any question here? Or so far, what we have been taught?
Sufis and theologians, did they not benefit
Sorry?
also from Quran?
Who?
Sufis and theologians.
How about the philosophers? Why do you exclude the philosophers? Philosophers, if it is used in a specific way, that those people follow a way of reasoning in order to contradict the truth of the Quran presented by the Quran. So this side is rejected. This side of they are rejected. Otherwise, philosopher means in any culture, in any civilization, somebody tries to understand the meaning of creation, existence. Right? They may come to the wrong conclusion. They may also come or touch to the right things. Why don't you take it? So anybody, Sufis, theologians, philosophers, whatever, any revelation they may follow, but we in our understanding of revelation, Quran represents what? Quran represents revelation, guidance from the Creator. What are they? If our consciousness has not been created, would we really realize the truth? No, it is a revelation within yourself. The universe, if there was no universe, would you really trace the signs of the truth? No? It's a revelation again. Revealing, the Creator is revealing Himself to us through various ways. So if you use revelation, which is represented by the word Quran, so we understand that Quran represents revelation, and revelation is everywhere. Anything created, that's my personal understanding, be careful, anything created is a type of revelation from the Creator. Be general. Is the Quran revelation? Yeah. Is the word is revelation? Definitely. Yeah. Is my existence is a revelation from your Creator teaching you who He is through your own existence, through my own existence. So it doesn't mean that the Sufi theologians, philosophers are benefiting from the Quran or are not benefiting from the Quran. This question is problematic because it is coming from our understanding of what Quran is. So the author of this book says Quran is the verbal speech as uttered, right? Chanted or read. Quran in the physical world is the universe. That is the expounding form of the Quran. in the physical world, because everybody agrees on this. The universe is created by a one who is called God. The Quran is spoken by the same one is called God. And you are created by the same one who created the universe, spoken the words of the Quran by the same one. So everything is a disclosure. So the famous expression that this guy used, the great book of the Quran. What does it mean? The great book of the Quran. The Musaf is the minute, or not minute, maybe minute. I mean, macro, micro. Okay? So the Quran is the micro revelation of the Quran, revelation by the Creator. The universe is the macro revelation of the same Creator. So you can call the universe as a Quran. Why not? Because Quran is a revelation. So all of them are benefiting from the revelation, so they are likely to reach the knowledge of God. That's why the sentence says 4 ways. You can take 4 ways to lead to the throne of perfection. It means the knowledge of God. These 4 ways are this. So you cannot say that there is a way unless we use our free will to deny it, deny the truth, turn blind to the truth. Otherwise, there is a way that you cannot really reach attain the knowledge of God. Because whatever exists is a means of knowledge of God. But using our free will, we always say this, and I will repeat again, because we should never forget. In any analysis that human beings involve, yeah, if we ignore free will of human beings, then our analysis is definitely going to fail. So human free will, what human free will does, free to accept the truth, to deny the truth. So if I am receiving, for example, if I hear the Quran, if somebody hears the Quran, is it likely that he denies that it is from God? Is it likely? Possible? Possible? That he denies the Quran? Is it possible or not? Yeah. Most of the people during the Prophet at first stage denied it. Yeah, it is possible for human beings. So is it likely that for human beings to attribute the universe to accident by itself? Is it likely? What is the difference? It's the same. Denying the reality. So what is the difference saying that this universe or the stars or happen to be by themselves as they are, or my body is growing by myself? The sun is emitting light by itself. Exactly the same when the Quran says there is no God, but there is no creator, there is no real power for existence, giving existence to the things, but the creator of the universe, whoever it is, who created the universe. The Quran says. And people say, no, I don't agree. They may. So you will judge. You yourself will judge whether this disagreement is acceptable for you or not. So the person may say, I don't agree with you. Okay, I am free. You are free to disagree with me. I am free to disagree with you. But while he's doing that, if he says, universe is really wonderful, is it wrong? Wonderful. Yeah, it is. But he may mean it is wonderful by itself. You say, the second step, I don't agree. Cannot be, because purposeful, we will come there, purposeful creation cannot be wonderful and perfect in its entirety, consistent, purposeful. That's what I understand. That's my logic says. Logic says, not my belief or religion says. Not my logic says. I don't agree. Because all this alternative ideology comes from where? Who will tell me? Alternative ideologies, the source of alternative ideologies is, what is it? Human free will. Perfect. Yeah? If you ignore this agent, human free will agent, while you are or I am analyzing something, is it ever possible to come to a right conclusion? The human ideologies. Yeah. Sufi tradition, theologians, philosophers, and what the Quran is teaching, all addresses to human beings, and human beings all receive them through their own lens of free will. I see that, I'll come back to it. I see that even the believers, when they analyze something, I do the same thing. We, everybody, human beings should be very careful to me. And in this analysis, the reality maybe is not grasped. I say, he ignored the free will. In the, if you like, formula, free will is missing. When the free will misses, the formula is bound to be wrong as far as human actions are concerned, or interpretation of anything. So I now became very sensitive now. If there is a discussion, for example, interaction with the people and their ideas, and reading any intellectual work, what I look for first, not what he concluded. Doesn't matter why he may come up with a wrong conclusion, but he may have some truth in the ingredients of his analysis. So I look for free will. Did he take into account the free will or not? If he ignored the free will and said, come to the conclusion that universe is perfect, I include this free will. So to believe in the creator is absolutely right. What is missing here? Where is human? Where is human? Human free will. So if I say I believe in it, it means I have used my free will. As a result of using my free will, I concluded it, and result belongs to me. Right? Can you generalize it? No. This result belongs to me as a result of my free will. But belongs means not created. That is my conclusion as a result of using my free will. Do you see the difference? Creation is different. But if you come to a conclusion, the conclusion is created for you according to the attitude of your or disposition of your free will. Created for you, but not the creation side is subject to responsibility. Agent, free will, side is subject to responsibility. So I may choose, for example, denial. I may choose denial. Okay, it is created. A dark, meaningless word for me. Endless. Ebter in the language of the Quran. No result. No satisfaction. Okay. So this creation is created within my human side, and I am experiencing now a dark, meaningless, pointless life. It is created. This feeling is created. But as a result of what? The choice of the creator or my choice? Which one? Free will. So free will, if we ignore free will, never get the right conclusion. Although I might say, I believe in God. I believe in the hereafter, 100% sure. Where is free will? In the I, there is free will. But definitely, this conclusion is a result of the choice, the preference of my free will, not the creation of it. We have to make the distinction. I don't know whether you agree with this or any question you wanted.
Regarding the sentence of water, but the four ways leading to the sort of perfection, it seems like you put the four at the same level.
Oh, no. But depends on your understanding of revelation.
Because I wouldn't understand that
Yeah.
any revelation would
No.
be
And also, yeah, four ways lead. It means not 100%. Maybe they may follow this tradition of Sufism, for example, aim at reaching the truth, and they reach the truth. Possible? They may not. So there is always a way to reach the truth. There is not only one way to reach the truth or knowledge of
seems to
God.
me strongly four.
Good.
Can I argue
E-
that, for example, biology
equal,
would
yeah.
lead
Sorry?
me to any matter like biology or
Yeah. Yeah.
would lead to the sort of perfection, but he seems to say that there's only four. He lists them.
So, for example, do you understand that studying biology or any living body, maybe you are studying how, I don't know, the worms regenerate. Yeah. You're studying. Is it possible to come to the reach the knowledge of God? Yeah. As a result of human free will, is it possible to say that everything is naturally happening by itself? Yeah. So it is possible that through all of these ways, one may reach the knowledge of God. So, as this friend said, Sufi tradition, theologians, aren't they benefiting from the Quran? Yeah. Possible? Yeah. Why not? Philosophers, you didn't say that's what I felt the need to say. Let's say that. Yes. But perfect? No. Yeah. Someone may say, but the Quran is perfect. How do you know? How do you know? Through, be careful here, through using your free will, benefiting from it to this extent, to that extent, or deny it, not benefit from it at all. Possible? So that's the way Quran itself teaches its reader. It's very interesting. This may guide some to perfection or knowledge of God, may mislead some people, which means some free choices, to mislead them to the wrong conclusion, denial of God, not knowledge of God. Quran itself. How about the universe? How about my feelings? Depending on free will, it is possible benefit from the creation, benefit from the Quran, benefit from Sufi tradition, whatever they are doing. Possible. Don't block always and make it unique to yourself. One way. There may be. Open up.
But this three-way needs revelation. Under the light of revelation, they can lead to throne of perfection, right?
Okay. If you're asking this, I will say you are not understanding what Quran represents. Revelation. Everybody follows the revelation. It depends on what your free will chooses. A lot of them are from human beings. For example, Sufi. What did they say? Generally speaking, there are thousands of different ways of Sufi tradition. But generally speaking, they say we give preference to human senses, emotions, feelings. Right? Okay, this is one way of revelation. So, theologians say we use our reason together with the teachings of the Quran. That's another way. Mixing it. Yeah? Reason. Philosophers, by definition, not all and at all. I mean, it doesn't mean it is being unjust to these words to speak as I'm speaking now. But for the practical purpose, philosophers say, I am using the brain, my mind. Some say my mind and my feelings in order to reach the truth. But and some people say, I am studying the Quran in order to reach the truth. In these four ways, is it possible to attain the knowledge of God? Not to attain the knowledge of God. Equally. Yeah? Equally, we shouldn't forget. Whatever the revelation we follow, we must reach that. Because knowledge of God. what is wrong with us, or what mistake we make is understanding the Quran as the only revelation. I think we should, and you are intelligent enough, so you can benefit from all of them. Okay. No. When it is given, no good. When it is forbidden, is the best. Yeah. Okay. That's how they learn to reject what is wrong, what is right, so that they will make really, they will practice their free will, I think. That's what we do. Okay. Is it fine? Now, yeah, because we have to clear our mind that whatever exists is revelation from its source of existence. Right? As far as the text is concerned, somebody may say, universe is a revelation teaching me it exists by itself. Revelation means from its creator. Yeah, but universe may be misleading for everyone who uses his free will in the wrong way. Quran itself says, well, we may remember, يهدي به كثيرا ويضل به كثيرا. It's so clear language, simple. But any even modern Arabic speaker understands يهدي به كثيرا ويضل به كثيرا. With the examples and verses, sentences of the Quran, God guides a lot of people, but misleads a lot of people. God is mudil. What does it mean? Doesn't force you believe, doesn't force you be guided, doesn't force you to be misguided. It means the result I am ready to create for you. Use your free will as free as you are. Whatever you choose, I'm ready to create for you. Doesn't he create? Somebody wants to harm another person. Does he feel that his hands are paralyzed by a superpower? Or the Spider-Man? Huh? Does he feel free? That's the word of freedom. We should understand it. So we shouldn't really get angry with the people, but as a result of their free will, if you don't agree with it, come up with the counter argument. Satisfy yourself and others. What are you going to do with the people? Person. Oh, happy. You see?
The word that Quran represents the book of Quran here?
Yeah, of course, verbal speech. Itself, yes.
So I thought that whatever methodology you use, at some point you need the book of Quran, right?
No, not necessarily. No, not necessarily.
Why this book of Quran, the revelation?
Or it is another help for the people. Because as we have been talking, don't wait, it's difficult to unlearn. I feel. I'm not accusing, but I feel. For human beings, it is difficult to unlearn what we have, how do you say, inculcated into our mind. That Quran is a revelation, human mind is not, human feelings are not, the universe is not. That's what we understand. Reasoning, definitely not. What is given to you? by your Creator to be utilized. Speech is given to you by your Creator to be utilized.
Not necessary at some point.
Which one?
The book of speech.
Why do you mean? Why do you mean? What do you emphasize on? Not necessary. Everything is necessary. Do you think the universe is not necessary? What does the Quran mean if there was no universe? What does the Quran mean, or would the Quran mean to you if there was no mind? What the Quran would mean to you if there was no consciousness? What the Quran, I don't know, would mean to you if there was anything existing right now, if the child wasn't here. So, equally, universe is out there to be used as a revelation. Quran is there to be used as a revelation. Alternatives, but can you not use both of them? Yes. Without Quran, definitely you cannot reach them in the world. At least, let's say, not more than 50% of the population, human population, in the past now, they didn't have the Quran. How many people know the Quran? Even the Muslims, do they study? Do they know what the Quran is? Do they know what the Quran is? Yes, there are some. Majority, they recite the Quran in the form of a music, entertainment, and also they claim that they believe in it. Beautiful. How many people are aware of what the Quran is teaching? What is the percentage? Yes. Among the Muslims, 10, 5, maybe somehow benefited from the Quran. Among the whole population of the world, I don't think 1%. No? Not my. Do you think 1% of the population of the Quran, the population of the world, are benefiting from the Quranic teaching? The Muslims, among the Muslims, only a few, small number of the percentage. Isn't that true? Yeah? For example, were you born here? Here, in US. Okay. How about your parents? No. It's the general demographic side of the America is here. Children are born here. Parents are immigrants. All right. Okay, like me. I'm an immigrant as well. Okay. As far as you can guess, have you ever been to the place where your parents were born? How many percentage of the population are aware of the teachings of the Quran? Not heard the word Quran. I heard the word, let's say, something, okay? A book which is written in Sanskrit. The very famous books are written in Sanskrit, very serious books. So most of the early Muslim scholars learned Sanskrit to teach, to learn what they said. But we don't know. Okay. Give me an estimate, your estimate.
It feels like a lot.
Sorry?
It feels like a lot whenever I go back.
If you,
So when I go back and I meet my parents' friends, or they can get from,
and in the countries where they are they really studying the Quran, learning what it says, and understanding what really the message is in the Quran, or just they believe in the Quran and recite? Which one?
it feels like a mix. Because I think of like my own father, who seems to like really
No,
study it.
population, general.
Let's say 50.
Sorry?
Let's say 50.
Sorry?
50.
50% of a nation study the Quran.
He said nation. I was talking about like the community.
No. Nation, the country. 20% study the Quran. What? Sorry?
Let's go there.
Really?
What
Really?
do
We
you
must.
mean? It's me. It's like, what do you mean by studying?
Yeah, of course, understanding what the message is.
But how can I gauge this?
For example, no, we are not talking about the people's capacity or people's preference, right? We are not talking about the people's capacity or what they have in their mind and heart. No. For example, what is the percentage of the population of New York? How many of them really study the Quran to learn what the message is? 1%? Sorry?
Maybe 1,000 people in New York. That's most.
So, no, it's a very hopeful statistics. 1%. I would be very happy if it was 1%. Why? I mean, going to the mosque, praying doesn't mean that they study the Quran. Reciting the Quran doesn't mean that they study the Quran. Yeah? Even, I mean, let's not go into details. So, on the other hand, how many people really consider the creation and study it, what it means, why are they there? Again, what is the difference between the Quran or the universe? They don't study. Those people who study the universe, again, they use their free will. They may say, separate by itself, they may say it is wonderful. That's up to them. Yeah. Those people who study the Quran, they may say it is perfect. They may say it is not perfect. Yeah, depending on human free will. But real study, the people who really study are rare. Study, consider, think about it. It will be difficult to clean if he steps on it afterwards. Yep. Okay. All right. Let's go further one. One more. All right. Okay, that's good. Okay.
The Quranic arguments of favoring and purpose and invention.
Invention.
Yeah.
Now, we don't have much time, but Quranic arguments of favoring. What does it mean? The Creator, as it is presented in the Quran, says the Creator always favors in the benefit of human beings or other creatures. Favors. Do you see it in the universe? A little bit speed up here. Do you see it in the universe? The creation is so given existence in such a way that it always favors to see the truth for human beings if they want. Look at the creation of this boy. Look at the creation of the simple bird. Look at the creation of a spider. I was going to say sparrow, but it is okay. Spider. Isn't that very difficult to deny or not to use the spider the way it acts, depends, catches food, makes it web, spider web, huh? So that you can you are much more likely, if you have a good intention, to admit that the creator of the spider is most wise one, most powerful one, most knowledgeable one, creator of the sky. Nothing else can create it. The spider. Give this talent to this creature made of particles. So look, particles are not given any ability to act in a wise way. Particles are not given any ability to have free will, to show that they have free will. So there is no misleading things are created in any way. But we are free to interpret as we want. So favoring is everywhere. Your ability to think, your ability, your human side, feelings, aren't they all exclaim that we are wonderfully created? We cannot happen by ourselves, right? Do you understand this? No. Yes or no? Now, is there anything which is created which really gives a way for any man of truth looking for a truth, really? Not to deny, not to confirm, but what is the truth? Let me see. Is there anything in the creation that this blocks the way for this man? Do you see any? Does it block the way to get the truth, or does it function as a tool to reach the truth, to confirm it, to be aware of?
The latter, but because of its definition as the latter, it can potentially also.
Now, if you didn't have the free will,
you can't
balance, and you cannot do anything with anything, you cannot get any meaning. No, we shouldn't let him to be on. So, okay. After the class is over, we can clean this one. Let this guy, he's enjoying. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. Come on, be in the class. Let him enjoy the community. So, favoring is in every part of creation. Who can say that, look, this is so obvious in its creation, and guides me to deny the creator and gives me evidence, as the Quran says, gives me evidence to deny the creator in the creation, which provides me with an evidence to deny the creator. That no creator. This thing doesn't need to be created. Is there one thing? Show me one thing. The smallest thing possible, atoms, whatever, or a mountain, or I don't know, whatever, an animal or whatever. Favoring is everywhere. But we understand favoring means really, how do you say, Uncle Sam does? Something it gives to you, although you don't deserve it, in a non-just way, not the just way. Favor. You don't deserve to get this job, by somebody interfered and the word is, it is an important word in the Quranic sense, intercession. So something intercedes in between me and my creator in order to favor me, which I don't deserve. Do you understand? I don't deserve this, but it favors me in this way. For example, in fact, I am inclined not to submit myself to the Creator, but somebody intercedes between me and my Creator. So, although I am like this, but I found myself confirming the truth because of this intercession. It is it. I don't know. I'm going a bit fast, although this subject shouldn't be really treated as an injustice to do this subject like this. So intercession is everywhere. So sorry, favoring is everywhere. Everything intercedes, if you like, to lead us to the Creator. All right, everything. But my free will is there. I am given the result only what I deserve. Only what I deserve. Right? So, what is the favoring? Okay. Purpose. Again, I will go fast and close the section. Purpose. Is there anything in the world which has no purpose in its existence? It means the purpose means what? Again, to help human beings to reach the right conclusion. Is there anything in the creation? The existence of this is purposeless, purposeless. I may, for example, I don't need a glasses. So somebody gives me a pair of glasses. I said, excuse me, I don't need it. Right? So this action would be purposeless. But I need it. But in the universe, there's nothing existent which has no purpose. In a second, what is the purpose? Not to feed you only, to help you get the right conclusion. That's the purpose. To fulfill your human expectations, to fulfill your purpose of existence in this world, which is find out the truth and submit yourself to the truth. Got it? So this sometimes it is, they say, it has no purpose in its existence, something. I don't know, a kind of plot. But who, for example, it's purposeless. Why? There are 7 million different species. Why so much? No, there's a showing that the source is absolute. So we need more examples, if possible, for us. So in order to be completely satisfied, I'm going fast. And invention, again. Everything in its existence demonstrates that I am a new invention. I'm not the repetition. I'm not the repetition. Do you look like exactly like your father? It just, they call it replica, photocopy. Replica? Yeah. Or your father. Or your father is different from you. That's not repetition. That your father's existence was an invention. You were an invention, new creation, invention. Everything, all the qualities are given to you, unique to you. It is the same for every creation. None of the tree leaves are exactly the same, new creation. So that is, I understand from this. paragraph. So we digress today at the beginning from the text, but my mind was really busy with it, and I thought this is very important. We have to share my conclusion, my lab yesterday. So, inshallah, we can stop here now and follow from the everything has an apparent and inner spiritual, it means aspect. Let's study this one next week. Okay? Agreed? No. 11:2. Huh? Okay. No, we don't need this. Okay. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alaykum as-salam wa rahmatullah. Am I seeing Tahira? Welcome. Welcome, very much. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم الحمد لله رب العالمين. So